Hello everyone and welcome to the session 3 of Unit 5 Estimation in Forging Shop and Foundry Shop for the course Estimation and Costing. Myself Mohammad Imran. So in the today's session, as usual, we are discussing simple problems on forging shop. So let us go to the problems. Determine the gross weight of the MS bolt if it is produced in a bolt of 5000. If it is produced in a batch of 5000, if the steel weight is 7.9 grams per centimeter cube and the method is upsetting, also determine the length of the bar required. Take the spoilage as 5% of the net weight. Loss of scaling to be allowed as 5% of the each component. The bolt is square headed bolt with head 40 square and height 15 mm. 40 square and height is 15 mm. The shank dia is 20 mm, length is 55 mm, all dimension are in mm. So you need to calculate the gross weight of each bolt which is produced in a batch of 5000. So there is one bolt they are manufacturing. You have to find out the gross weight of the single bolt, the finished bolt, not the raw material size. You have to find out the weight of the finished bolt. If it is produced in a batch of 5000, so it is produced in a batch of 5000. So you need to determine the gross height of a single bolt, not the 5000 bolt. If the steel weights, it is the density of the steel is 7.9 grams per centimeter cube. Also determine the length of the bar required. So you have to determine the length of the bar stock. This is the length of the raw material also you need to find out, and the weight of the finished bolt you have to find out. Take the spoilage loss as 5% of the net weight and the loss of scaling is 5%. The bolt is square headed. You have to important thing is that bolt is square headed with a head of 40 square. So square headed bolt of size 40 square. So this is square headed bolt. So the area will be length into breadth. The 40 square it is in millimeter, that is 4 centimeter we are taking. 4 centimeter is area is given by length into breadth, that is 4 into 4, and the volume is given by length into breadth into thickness. So thickness is given as 15 mm. So the volume of the headed square headed portion will be height into breadth into thickness, 4 into 4 into 1.5 centimeter. So this is the volume of the two portion is there. One is the head portion, another one is shank portion. First you need to find out the volume of the total bolt. So in order to find out the area, in order to find out the length of the bar stock, you need to calculate the total volume of the bar stock by adding the volume of these two components plus these considering loss. You will get the volume of the bar stock. So multiplied by area of the bar stock will give you the length of the bar stock. After that you need to find out the weight of the each bar required. So gross weight, not the net weight. Gross weight consists of all the losses. So net weight means before considering the losses. So volume of the bolt shank, so this portion is a diametrical version pi d square by 4 into L. So d is 2 centimeter and the length is 5.5 centimeter. Pi into 2 square, pi into 2 square into 5.5 divided by 4. So the volume of this portion is 17.3 centimeter. So the total volume will be addition of bolt head plus shank. So 24 centimeter plus 17.3 centimeter is the total volume of this volume of this hexagonal headed bolt without considering loss. Now you have to consider the loss. He has mentioned in the problem two kind of losses. One is spoilage losses 5% and another one is scaling losses. So consider the spoilage loss as 5% of the total components, that is 41 point total volume. 41.3 of 5% is 2.065. Total volume of the bolt will be 14.3 plus 2.06, that is 43.365. So again considering the scaling loss, which is also 5%, so 0.5% of 43.65, 43.65, that is 2.168. So total volume of the bar stock is now 43.365 plus 2.168. So 45.53 is the total volume of the bar stock required. So this is the total volume of the bar stock required. So length of the bar stock is given by volume of the bar stock divided by area of the bar stock. The area diameter of the bar stock is given as 2 centimeter. So pi d square by 4, that is gives you the area. So 45.53 is the total volume of the bar stock divided by area of the bar stock will gives the length of the bar stock, that is 14.49 rounded up to 14.5 centimeter. So the gross weight of the each bolt is pi d square by 4 into volume into density. So volume is 5 by 4 into 2 square is the into 14.5 is the volume of this single bolt multiplied by the density divided by 1000 will give you in kg. So 0.36 kg is required for single gross weight of the single bolt. Hope you understood this problem. Next, determine the length of the 10 millimeter dia rod required to forge a ring of 50 mm inner dia. Skull loss is 5%. Determine the length of the 10 mm dia rod. So this is the 10 mm dia rod. If you develop this, that will become a lengthwise a cylinder of diameter 10. So you need to find out the length of that cylinder. So you have to develop this. For developing this, you should not consider inner dia or outer dia. You should consider the mean dia. Mean dia is given by inner dia plus outer dia divided by 2. That is the mean dia. So scale loss is considered as 5%. So you have to consider the 5% as a scale loss. So the mean dia will become, so this is the 50, the outer dia is not given, diameter is 10 mm. So 10 mm this side, 10 mm this side, that will be outer dia will be, so 10 plus 10 here, 60, and 10 is this side. So 70 is the outer dia, 50 plus 10 into 2, so 70 is the outer dia. So the mean dia will be 50 plus 70 divided by 2, 50 plus 70 divided by 2, 130, 50 plus 70, 50 plus 70 is 130, 130 120, 50 plus the outer dia will be 70, so 50 plus 70 is 120, 120 divided by 2 is 60, that is 6 centimeter. The mean dia is 6 centimeter. Mean dia means middle of this. For middle of this you have to add, since it is 10 mm, 5 mm this side, 5 mm this side. So 50 plus 5 is 60. The 60 is the mean dia. So if you develop this, you have to consider the mean dia. So the length of the bar stock, the length of this dia rod required is 5 into d, that is 5 into mean dia. 18.5 into 6 dia, 6 is mean dia. So 18.84 centimeter is the mean circumference required, but we have to consider 5% of loss. So 5% multiplied by 18.184 is 0.942. So the total length required is 18.84 plus the scale loss, that is 0.942. So 19.782 is the total length of the bar stock required for preparing this ring of 10 mm dia. Hope you understood this problem. Next, a square bar of 3 centimeter side and 25 centimeter length. The square bar, that is a square bar of raw material which is 3 centimeter side. So all two sides, since it is a square, two sides are 3 and 3 centimeter, and length of the bar is 25 centimeter. There is a bar which is to be converted into hand forging into a hexagonal section having each side of 1.5 centimeter. Using this square bar, you have to convert this square bar into hexagonal bar of each side equals to 1.5 centimeter. So to tell you how to do this, so you have a square bar of 3 centimeter side. So this square bar is 3 centimeter. Since it is square, both sides are 3 into 3. So it is having some length, so that length is 25 centimeter. So out of this you need to convert this into hexagonal bar. Consider the scale as 7% of the total length. So a square bar is going to hand for the determine the length of the hexagonal bar. So you have to find out the length of the finished product that will be produced. So this square bar is need to be converted into hexagonal bar like this. So this has to be converted into hexagonal bar of each side equals to 1.5 centimeter. 1.5 centimeter. So you need to find out the length of the hexagonal bar produced. This length is given, the raw material length is 25 centimeter, but what is the length produced of this hexagonal bar you need to find out. So each side of the square belt is 3 centimeter, length is 25 centimeter, scale as 7% of the total length. So volume of the square bar is, we know that 3 into 3 into this 3 into area of the bar is square bar is 3 into 3, and the volume will become 3 into 3 into 25. So 3 into 3 into 25, that is 225 centimeter cube is the volume of the bar stock that is given. The scale loss we are considering as 7%. So 7% of 15.225 is 15.75 the scale loss. So the material volume available for the production of hexagonal bar. So the hexagonal bar is finished product. So this is the raw material product. So the volume, the actual material obtained or available for the final product will be raw material size minus of the losses. So here you have to deduct the losses. In the earlier cases we are adding the losses because we are going by calculating the finished product, we are adding it, but here we are going through the raw material. So the raw material wise you have to deduct the losses. So you have to deduct the losses. So 225 mm is the actual raw material minus of the losses, that is 15.75. The actual material available for producing this hexagonal bar will be 209.25 centimeter cube. This is the actual volume obtained for square bar. This is the actual volume of the this square bar. So using this volume you can find out the length. So cross sectional area of the hexagonal bar, we know that 3 into 3 into a square into 2, where a is the diameter of the thickness of the shank. So side of the shank, so this side is given by 1.5, that is given. So 1.5 3 point, this is the area of the hexagonal bar. So length of the hexagonal bar produced equals to volume multiplied by area of the cross section. This is the standard formula. So length of the hexagonal bar equals to area of the cross section. This is the length equals to volume by area. So we know that volume equals to area into length, that is a cross multiplication, nothing but cross multiplication. So volume equals to area into length. So we have found out the volume, not this volume. So this is the actual finished product volume that you have to consider here. So 209 is the actual raw material available, multiplied by cross section of the hexagon. We know that area of cross section. So if you multiplied volume by area, you will get the length of the hexagonal bar produced. Very simple. Hope you understood this problem. Thank you for watching this session. Thank you.